Spurs go down, swinging. Oakland, California. When Manu Ginobili walked into Oracle Arena on what might have been the last night of his NBA life, he was not confident. He was scared. This was by design. "I don't know if confidence is what we need," Ginobili said before the Spurs season ended with a 99-91 loss to Golden State on Tuesday. "We need to be worried, preoccupied, even a little scared. Confidence, I don't think, will help at this point." Give the Spurs credit. They refused to issue Golden State a free pass into the Western Conference semifinals. Kevin Durant shrugged off a slow start to finish with 25 points, Klay Thompson added 24 and Draymond Green added 19 rebounds to his 17 points, as the second-seeded Warriors held on for a Game 5 win to close the series and set up a second-round date with New Orleans. The Spurs entered Game 5 with a goal they thought they could accomplish. "We want to be a pain in the butt," point guard Tony Parker said. The Spurs were a thorn in the Bay Area's backside Tuesday. LaMarcus Aldridge netted 30 points and 12 rebounds, and Patty Mills chipped in 18 as the Spurs declined to going softly into the offseason. After trailing by many as 16 points in the second half, the Spurs pushed to within 93-91 with 57.2 seconds to go on a pair of Aldridge foul shots. Durant ruined a prime Spurs defensive possession on Golden State's next trip, sinking a contested 18-footer as the shot clock expired to give the Warriors breathing room. "That's a team that doesn't give up," Thompson said. "They've got a lot of pride." The loss set in motion the soonest off-season these Spurs have ever known, and one that could reshape the franchise irrevocably. Ginobili, 40, is under contract for $2.5 million next season, but says he will take until July to decide if he wants to keep playing. Fellow former Big Three member Tony Parker is set to become a free agent. The Spurs have a decision to make regarding prodigal superstar Kawhi Leonard, who played in only 9 games this season while dealing with a troublesome quadriceps injury and could be on the trade block this summer if he and the Spurs can smooth over their differences. Elsewhere, Danny Green, $10 million, and Rudy Gay, $8.8 million, will become free agents unless they exercise player options. Talking about his own impending free agency, the 35-year-old Parker could have been speaking for others as well. "Everybody knows I would love to stay here," said Parker, who has played the entirety of his 17-year career in San Antonio. "But then free agency is always crazy, so we'll see." In a way, Tuesday felt like a mercy killing for a star-crossed season Mills earlier this week called unlike any other the team had faced. From the first day of training camp, the Spurs were beset with injuries, most notably to Leonard, who spent much of the past month rehabilitation under the care of outside medical staff in New York. Sans Leonard, the Spurs had to fight their way to the number 7 seed, then lost coach Greg Popovich 2 games into the playoffs after the death of his wife. For the third consecutive game Tuesday, assistant coach Ettore Messina guided the Spurs in Popovich's place. "If you reflect on the season with everything we went through, with the injuries and what we had to go through with Pop's loss, it's been a tough season," Parker said. "We've been through a lot this year." With the loss, the Spurs season ended as early as April 24 for the first time since 1996-97, when they did not make the playoffs in the past 21 postseason appearances. It was only their 5th first-round exit. The Spurs will approach the coming summer with a combination of trepidation and relief. "It's been an unusual season for the Spurs," Parker said. Still, the Spurs arrived at Game 5 intent on not letting the Warriors breeze into the second round. They had already extended their season with a 103-90 victory in Game 4 in San Antonio, averting their first sweep out of the first round since Popovich became coach. "You never want to go down easy, without giving them a fight," Ginobili said. That the Spurs kept fighting to the bitter end should not have surprised the Warriors, but it kind of did. "I expected to sweep them," Thompson said. "It was a heck of a series. Now that it is over, the Warriors can turn their attention to New Orleans. The Spurs will turn theirs to an off-season that came far too soon.